Hi, these comments are for HF, and I am Michael from OTC, OnlineToeflCourse.com, and thank you for doing the free speaking practice test. And I'm going to listen to it in this video, and then I'm going to give you what I believe is your estimated speaking score. But Michael, how do you know without the other three speaking tasks? Believe it or not, I can give you a pretty accurate score based on one response. So if you perform similarly on the three integrated tasks, kind of like you did on this one, we can probably draw a conclusion of what your score is. All right, so let's get down to. Okay, so the speaking task that you're answering right now is, what do you think is better, studying alone or studying in a group? Give specific reasons and examples to support your opinion. That's kind of what you're doing, right? Okay, so let's see how you did. So maybe the first time, I'm going to kind of listen to it without making any comments the first time. The second time, at that point, I'll give you an estimated score. I'll listen to the practice test again and try to give you some constructive feedback. So take notes in three areas: delivery, language use, topic development. I'll see if I notice anything that might be difficult for you in those three categories. Those are exactly the categories, as you know, that you'll be graded by when you take the TOEFL exam. All right, good luck, buddy.
In my opinion, I think I can achieve more when I'm working in a group. I feel this way for several reasons. First of all, working in a group will allow you to.
I got to stop it. I feel this way for several reasons. I have heard this 1,000 times this week. There's nothing about that introduction that's original, and you're way too slow in your pacing to get your ideas out. At this rate, you'll speak 50 words in 30 seconds. That's not enough. You need to be able to get, when you get to the 45 seconds, you should have between 100 and 150 words, and I don't see you getting nearly that number of words in there because of your speaking. But I apologize for interrupting.
Learn more from others and will make all the group contribute to the same objective. So you can achieve the same target in less time with a good practice. The second reason, working in a group will allow everyone to achieve the target by adding a value to this project from his own profession.
What project? What do you mean by value?
In my opinion,
No, and more no. So not going to score very high on this one. All right, right from the beginning, as soon as you said I feel this way for two reasons, I knew you had limitations when it comes to your vocabulary and your grammar, because if you didn't have limitations, you wouldn't be relying on these memorized sentences. That's a memorized sentence, right? So you started off the response with a memorized sentence. It took you way too long in the introduction. I think you went through about 15 seconds before you got even into your details, and your details were very vague and general. So I don't think you're going to score much higher than 2, unfortunately. So response addresses a task, but development of the topic is limited. Yes, it contains intelligible speech, although problems with delivery and overall coherence occur. Yes, meaning can be obscured in places. Yes, I think that describes a lot of what you did in this response. His listener effort is needed because of unclear articulation, awkward intonation, choppy rhythm. The intonation problems, yes. Choppy rhythm and pace, yes. I think those are problems. You're speaking too slowly, which indicates you're not very fluent, and you're not blending the words together within those thought groups. So you need to work on varying your tone more. You need to work a lot on your rhythm and your pace, which means sentence rhythm and also what I call thought groups and blending. You must improve your delivery in those areas, and you're actually going to speak faster when you make those improvements. We have limited range and control grammar vocabulary. Yes. These limitations prevent full expression of ideas. Exactly. It says only basic structures are used successfully and spoken with fluidity. I have to listen to it one more time to understand that one. Maybe. Structured vocabulary may express mainly simple or general propositions with simple or unclear connections made among them. Yes. Your words are too general and too vague, right? So you got problems in that area also. You have the number of ideas presented or the development of ideas is limited. Yes. Mostly basic ideas are expressed with limited elaboration. Exactly, yes. Um, Connection of ideas may be unclear. I don't know if that one's a problem, but you do have very limited expression of ideas. So these are the reasons I'm putting you at about between 2.0 and 2.5. So my guess right now is between 14 and 17 points out of 30, right? Okay, let's take a look at it one more time.
In my opinion,
There's no need to say in my opinion. We know it's your opinion.
I think
And then you said, I think. You don't need that word. So the first 5 words of your response mean nothing. They do nothing to advance the argument in your response. So only use words that will count toward advancing the argument. It is my opinion. I think that. All of those things are unnecessary. Get to the point, state the argument, state your reasons, provide your illustrating details, and end it. But don't include unnecessary words in there.
I can achieve more when I'm working in a group. I feel this way for several reasons.
That sentence is not needed. So you have about 15 words just in the first 11 seconds of this response that do nothing. It's like I'm sitting down to eat dinner. You're only giving me a salad, my friend. I need dinner. I want meat, potatoes. Give me something that I can digest, something that's substantial. You haven't given me anything yet.
First of all, working in a group
Now, first of all, I like that. That's a good transition word to introduce your first point. That's a good strategy.
will allow you to learn.
It's not allow you, allow me. It allows me to blah, blah, blah. So if you say me instead of you, you're more likely to give the specific examples to support your ideas. You'll be less likely to use what we call impersonal or vague or general examples. The whole key is to be specific. Remember, I'm hungry. Michael is hungry. Michael wants dinner. So Michael wants to hear your specific examples.
More from others and will make all the group contribute to the same
You want to say
objective.
contribute. The group members contribute, but under what context? Do you want to relate this to a biology test that you prepared for and how studying in the group helped you score higher on that particular test? Do you want to talk about the time you worked in a group to work on a presentation that you guys would present to the rest of the class and how effectively you were able to get the presentation planned, written, and delivered because of the group collaboration?
So you can achieve the same target
So you can achieve the same target. What target?
in less time with a good practice.
No, no, and no. You're not giving me dinner, my friend. Michael is hungry. Give me some details, please. The details are important.
The second reason, working in a group will allow everyone to
I like this. Second reason, but you said first of all, am I right? So first of all, then say second of all. Working in a group allows me to
achieve the target by adding a value to this project.
target value project. You're just talking about things in a very general sense. It is killing your TOEFL score right now. It is killing it. If you go back to the rubrics, I'm saying it says basic ideas are expressed with limited elaboration. That's exactly your problem in topic development right now. Now, maybe the problem is vocabulary. You maybe don't have enough vocabulary to get any deeper. But still, you must get deeper. It's like that friend. You say hi, they go, how are you? And they go, fine. And that's it. They never say anything more than that. How can you have a deep friendship with someone who never really converses with you with any details? So I feel like if we're having a conversation right now, I'm not very satisfied.
from his own profession.
Okay, I think we can say here this is a good example of what happens either if your vocabulary is too low or your grammar skills are too low, and then maybe you're trying to get ready for the TOEFL exam, but you can't really prepare for the test because you don't have the language use. So don't put the cart in front of the horse. What am I trying to say here, my friend? I'm saying it's probably better for you to stop studying TOEFL and just work on your overall academic English language proficiency. Make sure your vocabulary is very, very high. Make sure you have good knowledge of English grammar so that you can communicate pretty effectively. And once your vocabulary and your grammar is pretty good, then maybe it's time for you to start your TOEFL preparation. So maybe right now might not be the right time for you. But anyway, I'm going to say your score right now is 2.0, not to 2.5. I'm going to say 2.0 out of 4, 14 points out of 30. And as I just explained, you have delivery, language use, and topic development issues. All right? Now, you'll notice in the email, if you're looking at the email right now, right below my name, I have TOEFL private lessons that I think can be very helpful for somebody like you. I also have a TOEFL speaking and writing feedback service. However, probably not the best service for you right now because you need more intensive instruction than that. And I also have online TOEFL courses. Now, if you join the online TOEFL course, I'm going to recommend maybe the 3 or the 6 month TOEFL course. That's the best one for you. Right? So if you want to find out more about that, click on the link where it says TOEFL courses and then find the 3-month and the 6-month TOEFL course and maybe choose one of those. And that gives you enough time to help build your vocabulary, your grammar, your pronunciation, reading, listening, all of those areas that are necessary to helping you score higher on the TOEFL exam. All right, sir, thank you for completing this practice test. I apologize for being so direct. But you wanted me to tell you what your problems are. You said it in the email you gave me, and that's exactly what I did in this video. All right? See you later, buddy.